Hello, we beautiful people, just waiting for everyone to get on. I know it's freezing outside, we have to make sure we rug up. The DJ box happening, how are we all going today? Just waiting for everyone to jump on board. How are we all going? So, as we're all getting on, hopefully everyone's had a good day. Today was meant to be my unplugged day, but you know, as the powers that be, they put you in front and you're here to serve. So a lot of people have been reaching out to me today. I'm getting on my ionic alkaline water. Get the alkaline water, people. It's the ultimate hydration. 9 to 10 gets you rocking and rolling. So alkaline water, I know it's been around for a while, but get you nice and hydrated. So make sure you're getting that body moving, and hydration is the biggest cause of mental fatigue. So there you guys go. So how are we all going? Mwah, mwah, everyone from Melbourne. Sister Erica from LA, much love to you. How the hell are we all going? So, as we're waiting for everyone to jump on, as I said, today through all the weekend I was meant to unplug, but as I'm looking here, there are a lot of beautiful souls. Chris, how you going, mate? It's been a while. I think it's been 15 seconds, but how you going? Love you, man. Awesome stuff. Loyal, I was about to say loyal boy. You're not a loyal boy, you're a loyal man. You're a loyal brother, I should have said. You're older than me, you're my senior. So thank you to, you know, I just want to, I want to pay respect to people when it's due, yeah? And Erica, give you 2 high fives, my sister, rocking it. Watched one of your live streams the other day, and I tell you what, it got me going. It was great. And you know in what way. So let me turn this down. So what I want to talk about, and let me get this beanie off my head, or this hoodie. And what I want to talk about and share with everyone today, firstly, I want to pay respect to the people that are, you know, the people that are going out there and the people that are actually making something with their lives, and the people that are going up, showing up every day. You know what? Yes, we all know when we fuck up. We all know when we've done the wrong thing, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? We all know when we're going wrong. Let's get on with it, because if we keep focusing on the negative, if we keep focusing on where the problem is, then how are we ever going to generate what we want in our lives? That we know that we have our issues. I know that certain things come up in our lives, but what I want to say, people, I want to pay the respect for the people that keep showing up, that keep fighting through, that keep getting through the quicksand, that climb. It's like they, you know, they go through the tough mud every day, but they're not stopping. Yeah. And that's what I want to give respect to people about, because there are a lot of people out there that, you know, they give up after one thing. Do you know what I'm saying? They straight away, all of a sudden something happens and they just throw their hands up and say, and they start to blame the world, and let's just give up. No, and they throw their hands up in the air. And look, hey, how are you, Joe? Good to have you on. And you know, today I want to talk about that. And again, you know, I wasn't going to do a live stream. I wanted to unplug completely, but I did get messages from some people, and I really want to be there. I want to be of service, and I want this to prove. Fida, my beautiful sister, I want this to prove to say, okay, you know what? Lee's unplugging, it's his day off, and he still shows up. And I don't want it to go, tap on there. I just want you to connect with. And last night, a lot of people connected with me. There's 600 people saw the live stream. I know 600 normally, and that's fantastic. And like, we will put that out there. And people have heard my story. You've been waiting. People have heard my story, and it is quite shocking. Even me and Chris were talking about part of it today, and he was like, fuck, man, you know, some people can take that the wrong way, and that's 100% right. But I talk about my story because I come from such, you know, it wasn't always like that, please don't get me wrong, but I come from such a time in my life where it was so dark, it was so heavy, it was so negative and almost evil, that you come into a place of light. And I want you all to be able to grasp onto that and say, hey, you know what? Lee's come from there, and look at him now. If that big buffhead can do it, then I can do it better. And that's the way I want you to rock it, yeah? If that big buffhead can do it, I can do it better. And if you do and prove me wrong, then fantastic. Then that's what I want. That's what I'm here for. So what I want to share, as I said, I want to share my love, I want to share my light, and I want to share my knowledge. So what we really want to understand is, my first lesson says, do you really desire to be happy and in control of your life? So why I want to share this with you and give you an understanding of that, because firstly, you have to understand, we say happy, we might have a smile on our face, but what does it really mean in here? What does happiness mean to you? Because unfortunately, that the people that send me these messages is when I talk about something to my people that's going on, we are very good at talking about the negative. We're very good at talking about conflict, drama, and we could write an encyclopedia. And the way we could talk about it is fucking so passionate, because we give so much of the wrong energy to negative shit. So if I say to someone, what's wrong? They will write me, I have to scroll on my phone like that. But if I say, okay, what do you want in your life? I want to be happy, and I don't want that. And I'm like, they can't really even tell me what they want, because they've spent so much time on the negative downfall, the negative pull, the heaviness. They're focusing on people's bullshit. And unfortunately, I've caught myself doing that lately, because I am mentally, physically, spiritually invested with the people that I work with. And there's a lot of them on here that they know that. And that's in good. When things go great, fuck, I feel that and I feel so alive. But when things go shit, because people hold themselves like little children and they act like absolute bib, it actually really hurts, yeah? And that's when people say, fuck, you know what? This guy actually really cares. Fucking know if I really care. Because think about this. Everyone's got a family, yeah? And I don't care, some people are very close to their family, some people aren't. But what I would say to you, if you have an argument or a disagreement, would you give up on your family? Would you stop talking to them? Would you basically dishonor where you want to go with them, and you will just, hey, look, I'm just going to cut everyone off? No way, because even whatever happens in your family, you always want to rectify it. You always want to give love, because if you're a human, and I think we all are, maybe there's a couple of aliens there, what I would say to you all, that deep down, if you've got any heart or any consciousness or any integrity, when you do something bad or any morals, your subconscious is going to say, hey, you need to rectify that. But because your ego is so big, you've got an ego as big as this rock, it sits on your head and you don't want to do, actually I shouldn't have called it a rock, my crystal just said, how dare you call me a rock? This is my big masculine leader, my pyrite. Sorry, mate. Sometimes you just get a little bit unconscious and you say the wrong thing. It's okay, he's getting angry, he's growling at me. You're not a rock, you're a crystal. A very powerful one. So when you think of that, holding on to that, you know what's right and wrong, but we stay in that pain because we don't want to face our fears. We don't want to face up to, what we've done wrong, and we want to create this facade. We want to go and speak to other people that are on that low vibration, because it gives us a place of acceptance that it's okay that we fucked up. It's okay that we're not doing any good. It's okay that we've done this, yeah? So you always say people that are like-minded people will gravitate to like-minded people. And you see that. I remember when I was broken, I was aggressive, I was this and that. Who do you think you attract? You attract the same people. They might look big and scary from the outside and do big and scary things, but what happens is they are on the same vibration that we're hurt, we're scared, so we need to play this facade to not, so we don't expose ourselves to the real reality. So that's what I want to say to you people, that you really need to understand. Helene, beautiful sister, thank you for your messages, really appreciate them. That what you need to understand to make yourself happy, so if you've spoken about, so I'll give you an example. So everyone that sent me a message today, and it was a really heartfelt message, what I want you to do and use this exercise, yeah? And even if anyone's spoken about anything that's been bad in today, so think about if you've spoken about anything negative or been involved in anything negative at all, what I want you all to do, and this is a really powerful tool, I want you in point form to write out all the negative stuff, or the stuff that's been, it's not what you, it's not what you desire. And I want you to write that on one side of the paper. So I want you to get, an A4 to a book like this. And I want you to write all the negative stuff in point form. And then on this side, I want you to write the solution for everything. So if you've gone through a breakup, if you're feeling down, if someone's done something wrong to you, if you're feeling tired, whatever the negative stuff is, and especially the people that have wrote me the message, I want you to take each aspect of what you've written, and on one side of the paper, I want you to write down that in detail. Make it sound fucking worse than it is. Make it fucking hurt, yeah? Write it down there and make it really go extreme of what's happening in your life. But, yeah, as we know, the 4 pillars of change, quickly write them down. Number 1, awareness. So you got the awareness. You know the awareness because deep down your subconscious is that moral. It's saying, hey, you better do something that doesn't feel right. Yeah? I'm going to go over this quickly. Number 2, the understanding. What do I need to change? How do I need to change it? How do I move forward? And the way you're going to get an understanding is by being with someone that's been there, have a coach. You know that you can find there's so much information there. You know, be led by someone, have that understanding of what you need to change. This is the biggest one. Write this down. Number 3, obviously, if you just got on 4 pillars of change. Number 3 is disassociation. So what you can do. What did Trent go? Fucking oath, I can see your heart on your sleeve, brother. I rock up and listen to it because it's true, no bullshit. You have turned my life around for the best. I treasure your time. Oh, thank you, bro. You're an absolute... And that's it, Trent. You know what? We haven't met, but you're on every live stream, and I truly appreciate that, man. That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And Zia, what is happiness? What it means to you? What is life has brought to you? And to deal with? Are you asking me? What is happiness? What does that mean to you? What if life has brought you to where you are and how to deal with it? If you ask me that, I'll answer it in a question. Just write down if you are. I'll smash that out for you. Let me close my window because I've got traffic coming past. Just give me 2 seconds. All right. Cool. All right, I'll answer that in a moment. Thank you. I love questions. So, that's better. Look at that. I can hear myself. So, the other thing is disassociation. So, on one side where you're going wrong, where you're going on with all that negative, on the flip side, you want to write and you want to remove yourself. So, if you say, oh, life is hard, life is that, I am broken, all that, life is, I'm getting tired, I'm frustrated, I'm down, I'm dark, I'm lost, whatever it is, you're associating yourself with that. Yeah? Hey, how you going, brother? He's on again. So, Ty, you're a funny bloke. So when you start to disassociate, you remove yourself out of that. Because if I ask you something, doesn't matter what's happened, is there always a way out? Do you truly believe that? You know deep down there is because you don't give up. You know that you'll stay there because some days you're strong, some days you're weak, but you need to understand that you're not overweight. You're on a journey to getting the body of your dreams, yeah? You're not broke. You're on a journey to have abundance. You're not lonely, yeah? You're not lost. You're on a journey of finding yourself. You're not lonely. You know what I'm saying? So disassociate yourself is the biggest and most powerful thing out of the 4 pillars of change, yeah? If you've just gotten on, number 1 is having the awareness of what you need to change. It's how you feel. Number 2 is your understanding. Normally to get the right understanding is the way I've got it is be around people that have been there, they've been on that path because they can say, hey, because sometimes we can have the wrong understanding. We waste time, we waste money, and we waste a lot of heartache. So number 3, again, disassociating, you're not the problem. Yeah, you are moving on to that. So as I said, you're going to be writing all your pain points here and make them hurt because the more that they hurt, the more that they're going to stick into your subconscious and the more that you're going to, when you find a solution, when you disassociate, find a solution, you're going to be having a massive mind orgasm. Boom, because that's when you go deep and then find a solution, it's even more of a breakthrough. So number 4, you're probably all waiting for, is called recondition. Recondition. So what that means, from whatever you've been putting down, where it's unhappiness, where it's you're not making you feel right, where it's been bringing you down, so on and so forth and all that, you want to recondition it. Don't just, okay, I done it once. No, you need to do it as much as possible that thought pattern, that inner mind negative strategy does not even exist. You forget all about it. You don't even act it. You can't even remember it. That is called reconditioning. So if you say to me, Lee, how many times is that? How many times it fucking takes you as an amazing person for you to recondition that out of your mind? Yeah? If it takes you 1,000,000, because what it is, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want to get into the neuroplasticity and the neuropaths and that. I'm not really into the science, but I've learned a little bit of the science. So what I want you, Nasima, how are you, my beautiful sister from Pakistan, is Islamabad. It is Islamabad. I was like, yes, that's right, because I saw that in your profile yesterday. So, God, I get distracted. But Nasima, how are you? And Nick, good to have you on. So understanding that the neuroplasticity and having that understanding of what you're doing and putting that, you need to understand that a person, how much energy they're putting into the subconscious reprogramming, your ability, your thought patterns. So there's so many probabilities of, you can say, how do you create a habit? They say, what, 61 times or whatever it is. And that's really inaccurate. You know why? Because there are so many of us, we have different abilities, we have different so much everything that, you know, it really doesn't matter, because we could be in a good mood. If we're doing it in a good mood, we'll get there faster. If we're tired and we're doing it and, you know, we're doing our reconditioning, we don't really believe it, we're getting distracted. So all these probabilities are going to really matter if you're going to create a habit or get change. So what I say to you, fuck what the books say, F what anyone else says, just do it. So until you don't think about it, yeah? Do it so you lose it, yeah? So you pretty much lose it. Love these lives, keep sharing, bro. Thank you, my Maltese Falcon. Okay, Zia, you asked me a question. Let me have a look. All right, let me have a look at that question again. What is happiness? What does that mean to you? What if life has brought you to where you are, and how do you deal with it? Okay, awesome. So happiness to me is having an understanding where it's more of a feeling. It's not a word, it's not a solution. Happiness to me is I'm waking up and I am feeling empowered. I am feeling and knowing that I'm doing everything in my power. Okay, here's another one. But what if you can't do what you're thinking? Because all human beings have a compact thinking and we don't go out of our comfort zone. But one has fear how to come over. See, to be honest with you, Zia, with your just what you've just written there as well, that there, you're already limiting yourself, because in that psychology, to let you know about that emotional intelligence and that psychology, you're saying, but, you see how you start that, but I can't, and you're throwing up a wall even before we start. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But what about this? If I go outside, I'll get hit by a truck, and there could be a plane could crash, and I could get abducted by aliens, but. So what you need to start changing there is so much doubt. Like there's half of you, there's almost a split personality. There's half of you there that wants to change, but there's half of you saying, no, but hold on a minute. I'm not supposed to be happy because of these reasons, yeah? But you're screaming out to be happy. But what you're doing is you're saying, no, you can't. Oh, but what this? So someone's giving you the light, someone's giving you water, and you're going, no, hold on a minute. That water isn't real water. Oh, I'm not going to drink that, but your thirst is there. Drink the water. No, I don't want to drink it because there is this, there's that, there's all these probabilities. But what happens if you attempt to drink the water? Oh, it's actually real water. And that makes me, you're right. It can actually quench my thirst. Why haven't I believed that? Why am I talking so much? Why don't I action it? Instead of talking, instead of putting that wrong energy out, why don't I action it? And then, do you know what? That actually makes sense, because that makes me feel right. Well, that's what we need to do. So, you know, and I'm not being rude or anything. I'm not being that at all. I'm being honest. That's how you need to understand. So, but what else did you say? But you can't do it with thinking, because all human being compact thinking, we don't go out of our comfort zone, but well, that's not correct, to be honest with you. It's not thinking, it's feeling, and it's subconscious, yeah? So you're saying compact thinking. Well, look, we don't want to get into a debate what's right, what's wrong, how our minds work. What I just say to you, instead of getting into the facts and the probabilities and this person says that, that's just going to keep you, you know, in neutral. You're like, oh, I don't know what to believe. Where do we go? What do we do? You know? And that's going to just, you do it. If it feels right, because obviously you're on this live stream, then do it until you experience change, yeah? So that's when we go to reconditioning people, that you keep doing it and you don't stop until you experience change, until you become the identity that you wish to become, that's going to give you that great result. So people say to me, when I was, and with my sport and all that, they go, Lee, you're 37, you're really in really good shape. Why do you want to keep going to the gym? Like, what do you mean keep going to the gym? I want to be healthy. I want to have my new goals. I want to keep going. It's, and if you can call that a happiness, which I'm going to talk about a happiness, and Chris basically stole it from me. Happiness is the feeling of fulfillment and what you're doing. Exactly. So my happiness, I'm going to give you an example of, there's days I'm more happy than others. Yeah. So perfect, Steve. You just took it right out of my, so that's exactly right. Get out of your head and get into your heart, which is the true self. So what I will explain, everyone, you guys are learning too much. This is fantastic. Happiness is whatever you're feeling at the present time and moment. Once you accept it, let go, create positive mindset, the things that relate to happiness, just live. Exactly. So you know what I want to say, firstly? I'm loving this, people. You guys are absolutely, and Chris goes too well, loving it. Don't take the word happiness. Firstly, who created the word happiness? So when you say happiness, you limit yourself to this. You limit yourself to that. Because happiness is a conditioning. Who made these words happiness? Who created fear? So what I want to say, thank you guys, appreciate it. So what I want to say to you all, fuck the words. How do you feel in a way? Don't give that words a want and a have. Give it an expression, give it an experience, and give it a moment. So I'm not going to say, oh, look, I'm happy today. But I wake up because I'm going to be in control of my day, and I'm going to make sure that I'm in control of it. And don't get me wrong. There's times I let my mind focus on things that don't worry about me, and then I begin to not worry about me. And that's what's happened recently. I've been focusing on energy that doesn't really give a fuck about anyone but themselves. Yeah. So what you need to understand, that we all know that we want to be happy. So drop the ego. Get yourself out of the pain, drop the excuses, and look and start pushing yourself into, stop worrying, I'm not going to be happy. And because of my brain, and because of this, because that's going to keep you in your comfort zone. So it's like this. When I used to be a personal trainer, I used to deal with people, oh, I won't lose weight because I've got big bones, and I hold fluid, and my joints are sore, and I've got thyroid. I said to them, okay, let's try something. For a month, you're not going to fucking open your mouth, and you're going to do everything I tell you to do. And at the end of the month, if you don't get it, I'm going to give you $10,000, yeah? So you're going to eat, you're going to train the way I tell you to train, drink as much water, do the exercises, but you're not going to talk. What do you mean I'm not going to talk? Because you're just bullshitting. You're just keeping yourself in your comfort zone. Like that old conditioning I've got no respect for. So what it is I want you just to do the activity without opening your mouth or typing anything, yeah? Ty goes, fucking A-Lee, true word, something we all need, the real truth on you. Most respect. Most respect to you, bro, how you've been pushing forward. Really, much love to you. So that's a thing that I'm going to give you an example for. So obviously I've got a Master J, that I'm seeing tomorrow as well, that he's my chi healer. And I've got a guy that I look after. He looks after me in the Reiki. Plus I have a coach, which is Herb. I have many other coaches, mindset, so on and so forth. I have mentors and guidance people, yeah, pretty much. So they're people that that I have a lot of respect for, and call them a mentor, call them whatever. We don't need to label it. They give me guidance, yeah? So what they say to me, and when you want to keep yourself, they go, look, when we're going to be in this interaction, and I'm going to lead you all like this. Enough of the talking and more of the doing, because your words, are they going to serve you? If they are, perfect, then let's throw them up. But if they're not going to move anybody into their higher existence, if they're not going to lead anybody, then they're a waste of time, space, and life. Do we all agree with this? Yes, great. So what we want to understand, oh, but I heard this and this happened and that. Well, hold on a minute. Books, all this study, their assumptions, they're just stats, yeah? So if you want to live your life on stats, fuck that, yeah? And that rhymes. So what I would say is, you want to live your life on what you do. Create your own experiment. So what I say is never true or false, wrong or right, up or down, black or white. So what that means is I'm giving you recommendations and energy through my life experience and the results from thousands of people. Yeah, and it's a recommendation. But once I know what works really strong, I'm going to talk strongly about it. You can try, but what I highly recommend and lead you all to do is exactly, Elaine, take the right action, is understanding, taking bits and pieces from everyone around the world that you're going to be able to take that into, and then you become your own experiment. So you go and trial and error. So I don't like the word try. You go and do it, and you will see that you'll have to do it differently than I would. Yeah. So the way I would be able to obtain a habit or get change or recondition, it could be faster for some, slower for some, whatever it is, and that's fine. For each human being, that's very unique and it's very special. So that's why we want to understand, people. Happiness is the feeling, is the energy. It's like you get up and you feel fantastic. But I want to tell you a secret. I want to share something with you all. If you don't have a plan, if you do not know where you're going, you will never find happiness, because you will just exist and you will never know what you are grasping onto. And because you haven't elected in your mind where you're going, why you want to go there, how's it going to make me feel, why are you creating what you're doing, why am I with this partner, why do I want to make money, why am I in this job, why have I got a dog, why do I live where I live, why, you will never know if this word that people call there greatness, because you are just walking in the dark. Do you get this? But once you know where you're going, because the biggest thing you can do and the greatest thing is to do, it's a forward trajectory. Know where you're going and work backwards. That has given me so much clarity, so much confidence. Let's take confidence out. So much inspiration, so much certainty, and so much power, because I've got my end goal. I'm not walking in the dark and hold on, is that happiness? Wait, is that my goal? I don't know. Yeah, and most people are making it up because they're sort of roundabout maybe, or I don't know. And how are you going to know? Is that feeling of uncertainty going to give you what you want? No way, because like what Chris said, it's that feeling of fulfillment that you are going to feel in every activity that you do. But if you don't know what activity you're doing or why you're doing it and how you're going to get there, or where the end goal is, your mind can't, and your body and your soul can't generate emotion that makes you feel that right way, that you're on the right path, because that's what it does. That you see a picture, you connect to a picture, you know what you're going, you know where you're going, you know how you're going to get there. And then what happens with that is, that's because your mind is seeing that, it's going to generate feelings. Emotions aren't real. Yeah, when we say emotions, who created them? So what you need to understand is, when you keep going over that, and you just need to be going, Samara goes, okay, cool. This one was dedicated to you, Samara, as well. So we'll watch it when you can. So when you're understanding of when you don't know where you're going and how you're going to get there, so on and so forth, then how are you knowing that it's going to make you feel right? But you're just guessing, you're just existing, you're getting up every day, just existing, going in circles, people. So what you need to understand, switch the TV off. Don't go out drinking. Stop the fucking back and forth, this person and that bitch and this one. Sit down, start having a plan. If you can have a look, plan. This is me writing myself, talking myself to existence. The workshop, all here. You start to make it living and breathing, yeah? If you want me to read this out, I almost know it off by heart. And that sticks into my head. So once that's tattooed into my mind, I know what I'm doing, I know why I'm doing it, I know how I'm going to get there. And then guess what? We know the end goal, then we just need to work backwards. We need to take one step forward, another step forward, another step forward. Zara goes, but happiness just don't come easy. It's based on morals and integrity still. Where does that happiness lie? It's to make one happy, but live your life, but still make others unhappy. You stand for, even if you have a plan, but you do know where you're going with the thing, because the same thing is making yourself and others unhappy. Well, to be honest with you, with the energy that's wrapped around that, is if you say happiness doesn't come easy, then you're already behind the 8 ball. Yeah, I'll be blatantly blue in the face and blatantly honest with you. If you say happiness doesn't come easy, then you know what, you truly don't want to be easy. If you believe that, then you're basically wasting your time. Yeah. It's based on morals and integrity. Who says it's based on morals and integrity? Happiness is a feeling. Everything that we do is a feeling. Yeah. 100%. And there you go. And happiness comes easy and effortless. Everything comes easy and effortless. Success, health, but we choose to make it hard. Because you know why we choose to make it hard? Because as humans, we are conditioned, the world is programmed and set up for failure, for us to be conditioned that it is actually hard. That's simply what it is. And when you fall weak, and when you start to believe everyone else, and when you start to go down to everyone else's lower vibration, you will start to believe that it's all unhappy. Yeah? Straight out. And exactly right. Happiness is a choice. Everything is a choice. I choose to be happy now. Then, where the magic is, I choose to be happy this next minute, next second. Every second. And this is what we need to understand. We all know about PTFR, so programming, thoughts, feelings, actions, also beliefs, actions, and then results. So that's you aligning and understanding that I make a choice to be happy, yeah? And that's because what happens is throughout the day, we don't align and we let external beings, external energies affect us from our path. So the more we can go and understand and move forward and understand that, okay, I'm going to move forward. Okay, hold on. Am I feeling serving me? Because I'll be honest with you, I was speaking to Chris today and I was speaking to Eleni, and they gave me, was the positivity and were very honest about stuff. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm going to show up to be that leader. Then Lainey said something is that it doesn't matter what we do, we are only in control of our own behavior. Yeah? And Chris said the same thing to me. Chris goes, well, we know what we're doing. And at the end of the day, we can only put energy into people, into beings that are willing to do that. At the end of the day, we have to just bless and release. Yeah? Which was fantastic, which is stuff that I know, but hearing it from the support cast is brilliant. So when we know that, and that's where we're going, is that's an alignment, because that's why people, it's very important who you have around you, because that was positive alignment. I'm their coach, but I'm also their friend. They are very, I'm not going to, hold on a minute, you can't say that because I'm the coach, you listen to me. Fuck that. But if you don't have the right people around you, do this, rah, 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 rah. And it's an unalignment with your environment, yeah? If they go to me, if I go, fuck, happiness is hard. And someone else is saying, yeah, you know what, that is so true. Happiness is unhard, and you know what, life is hard, and the rest of it is, and rah, rah, rah. But if you choose to be happy now, yet it's not easy journey, well, change your language, and I'll be honest with you. Like, honestly, I'll be honest, Z, I don't really know you that much, but if you're saying it's hard, you're allowing it to be hard. So I'm going to give you a big kiss at the moment, but I'm also going to give you a slap of the truth. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Choose to be happy now. You're on this. Fuck off with that ego and start living the life you deserve, and start grasping yourself and saying enough is enough. I deserve to be happy. Happiness comes from a choice, and that's what you have to do, because at the end of the day, what are you saying? Yet it is not easy journey, but what if I'm I'm pleasing others to make happy? No, you come first. There you go. Eleni beat me to it. You come first, because you cannot make anyone else fully happy if you're not happy yourself. Truly, you might think that you're showing up, but you cannot truly make anyone happy if you're not happy first. You need to fill yourself up, yeah? Chris goes, that's what I love about our family. No one is on a higher level. We are all mutually equal, of course. So what I would say is start focusing on the solution, start focusing on hope, start focusing on knowing that everything in life is easy and happy. People think success is hard. That's the biggest lie in your life. Yeah, it's the biggest lie. Success is easy. The dumbest people, the most greedy people, the people with a black heart become successful. Whatever success is, it's called materialistic success, yeah? So really it's not success. It's a materialistic success that these people have money, and then they have power, and then from that, so all this stuff what happens, it's really rubbish. But these people can have this materialistic success because it's not hard. You just need to do something over and over again, keep doing it and keep getting better at it. Anyone can do that, yeah? But the thing is, you've got people that have beautiful souls. You've got people that have so much love. They're light workers. The only thing that they need to do is become selfish and self-empowered and just make sure that they're doing the same thing. All it is it's called reciprocity, yeah? Or it's repetitive. So you need to understand it's the habit of doing that every day. But what happens is these people that become materialistic successful, they jeopardize their weight. because they just chasing the money. They jeopardize their family because they're jeopardizing money. They jeopardize their growth, and they jeopardize a lot of things in their life, but they become materialistically successful because they are fixated on that. Yeah? Peter Grant, my stepson needs you in his life. Well, your words are spot on. Oh, awesome. No, I appreciate that. Send me an inbox and I'll be happy to help. Those that don't serve you, those that don't lift you up, you need to remove yourself from the environment. There you go. And what she said, you remove yourself from that environment. 100%. Peter, get in contact with these people that can help you, stepson. Awesome. Thank you, Ty. I really appreciate everyone's support. And, as you can see, this is great. And I'll be honest with you guys, and, a little moment just flashed me then that, since I've been creating what I do, that I lost a lot of hope. I lost a lot of hope in humanity, but I have to admit the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, through the support of our team, the support of Eleni, the support of Fida, the support of Chris, the support of her bringing in her beautiful people like Teresa, like everyone else that's come through, and the rest of that. I really appreciate this, Ty. You've been showing up, brother, and I know that we've only met once, but I truly appreciate everyone's support, making the time to get on this, your beautiful words. I truly do. And I'm not just saying that because, you know what, it doesn't take much to impress me, I'll be honest with you. And to have everyone on here really fills my heart with warmth, and that's why I was drawn, especially when I wanted to unplug, just to really recharge, because I want to be showing up. I don't want my energy to be forced, and I truly really appreciate everyone showing up. And you guys, you don't understand how much I appreciate that. And when you get to know me, proper, and when you get to meet me face to face, you'll know that how much I really support people, and you'll be able to, I feel people so much. And that's why, when I've met Chris a few times in person, me and Lainey obviously met at the retreat, me and everyone else, Fida, we've met a few times. So, no, I truly appreciate that. What does Lainey say? I appreciate your time and energy. Thank you for your support. And that's what it's about, what you guys are doing, what you've created, not me. You've created this. You're fulfilling my dream. That to create a community of like-minded people that we can trust, that have integrity, that all we want is for all of us to grow and rise at the same time. It is truly a blessing. And for those 5, 6, 7 years ago, from when I created this business, where we're at now is, it's getting to, and that's what I want. I want us to have a community of, that's the same as like leaders creating leaders. You go into your environment and families and you improve their line. You go into your environment and family, boom, boom, boom. And that's what it's about. And we come back to a collective and we bring people in our environment for a protected environment to save lives, to empower lives, to enlighten, to keep people safe and sound. And more importantly, just to give people fucking hope back in their hearts to say, you know what? I can be happy. I can have the life that I deserve. I can have this stuff, and I can live and taste the taste of this world. Life doesn't need to be hard. I don't need to be in darkness. I don't need to be in these antidepressants. I can have everything that I want. Yeah, exactly. It's an energy exchange. Now you people are getting it. You're starting to get it. No, thank you, Ty, and I appreciate it, man. Your growth and your bonus is absolutely amazing. So, the second thing that I want to talk about, which I don't want to take respect away from this beautiful interaction for what we're doing, it is that I wanted to talk about, as I said, we all love a good quickie. Yeah, that's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek. Tongue-in-cheek, get it right. Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. And I wanted the second session to let's talk about sex. Yeah? So what that means, let's talk about sex. It's understanding... It's not so much about, I was going to watch what I'm going to say to them because there's ladies online. So sex is, obviously, it's fantastic. And I'm going to rock this out a little bit differently because, sex is a natural thing. It's a very high power. It's an interaction with man and women or, same sexes. It doesn't matter. It's an interaction with human beings. And what sex is understanding, but who made that name sex? Yeah? Who talked about it? Yes, we're so attracted to sex because of the energy, because of the pleasure. It's because it's an unknown spiritual, it's forbidden, but it's attractive. It makes us feel that certain way. And what sex is getting to the core of a man, getting to a core of a woman. And when you experience that, it's like a spiritual and a sacred ceremony. Yeah? But what I want you to know and understand that, yes, the sexual energy is very attractive in men and in women. And as humans, I was about to say as aliens, maybe aliens, but as in, men and women, stepping into your right polarity of that, like a woman in her feminine is so attractive to a masculine man. And a man that's in his masculine is so attractive to a feminine woman. So understanding the whole polarity around sex, and then I'm going to teach you the success strategy, or I say triple S is success or triple S is some sex. So we all know when we are feeling our sexual energy because we feel great, we feel that we want to have sex, we feel attractive to ourselves, and we know that we are attractive to the opposite kind. And it feels good, doesn't it? So, I'm not a relationship coach. I'm not a sex coach. And if Erica's still on here, she's the sex coach. So hit her up, and she's my sister in LA. And what I want you to understand is when you're having sex, how empowered you feel. Yeah. After sex, how great do you feel? Yeah. You feel great. Like, there's no boundaries. True. Like when you're having sex, you feel free. You're one with your partner. It's just that ceremony of the exchange of energy, exchange of body. I was going to say body fluids, but it's true. Don't want to freak anyone out. And that is ceremony that you're having with your partner or whoever it is. If it's your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the relationship context is. That the whole thing about sex is, it is a form of you stepping into your power and you stepping into your primal as humans, it's almost like an animal instinct. So we all know, I'm sure most people have had sex. If you haven't, then do it. It's pretty good. But what I want to teach you is the whole thing about that whole ceremony of sex is what I want you to relate to that whole, and it's such a big accomplishment when people are wanting to have sex. It's just, I haven't done that before. And, it's sexual intercourse. It's an interaction with people, and, when you're seeing another person that you're sexually attracted to, that energy sometimes gets overwhelming, and it is a very powerful energy. Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth, animal instinct. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. We are animals to a point. So as we all know that, just think of the time when you've had amazing sex with whoever, and during that, the feeling of you feeling free, the feeling of you feeling beautiful, the feeling of you feeling strong, the feeling of you feeling a pure woman that's being appreciated, the feeling of you feeling a man, pure man being appreciated and honored. So having this sex talk, what I want you to understand is success equals X. Yeah? What does success equal to you? What does it mean? So if I say to you, what does success mean, or what does sex mean to you, it can be very similar but very different at the same time. So what I want to anchor you all to, that you know that sex is such a reward, it's such something to look forward to, yeah? One can't have sex with just anyone. Got to have the vibe, feeling perfect. There you go. You're getting it. But what if you're just doing it just for the sake of it and not settling for it? Perfect. So what I'm going to say to you, Zia, I'm glad that you commented, because basically that's your success path. So with success, that you don't want to do success just for the hell out of it, yeah? Because that's called meaningless tasks. Thank you for saying that, because that is a perfect terminology that really was explaining my next part of my teaching. That, of course, you can't have just sex with anyone. You do not want to just help anyone when you're a coach. You just don't want to be with anyone in a relationship. You don't want it to be mindless task. It wants to be, you want to create moments and experiences. So as you said, if you're just going to do it just for the sake of it, that's life. Yeah. You don't want to do life just for the sake of it. You want to do life because you want to have an orgasm at the end of it. And you want to do life because you want to have you want to have great sex. So that is the same as life, that you want to be in an interaction, you want to be in a ceremony, not just, you know what I mean? And that is the exact same thing. Sex equals X. Success equals what? What does your life equal? So I like to anchor and I like to give terminologies to something that we've all experienced, yeah? And I hope most of you have experienced great sex, because if you're not, you're missing out, yeah? So when you're experiencing that energy, that animal instinct, that knowing is like, whoa. And we experience similar things to that on the retreats. You have these massive breakthroughs, you have these massive feelings of overall emotion, mind orgasms, and you're like, my God, and you become addicted to it. Like Elaine's telling me, she goes, oh my God, my goosebumps and the way I'm feeling, I feel high, you know, I'll be doing the SP and, I was going to say the double drop SP. That's just a joke for people that have partied. So it's, it's that understanding of, oh my God, like this feeling is amazing. And that's the whole thing about when we talk about popcorn, there you go. So that's the whole thing about when you're experiencing that sex, that interaction, that tango between two people. And I'm so glad that you said that, Zia, because you do not want to just do success or do mindless tasks or have sex with just anyone else. You want to do it because at the end of the day, it's going to be an explosion of feeling, an explosion of, it keeps cutting out. Can everyone still hear me okay? We should still be, just give me a heads up if everyone can still hear me. Awesome. Everyone good? I'm coming to the retreat, but I'm not going to hope for something that I'll never make. After order, I'll get back to prison, then I'll go there around the time next year. What I would say to you as well, bro, you want to really get down to the come down to the 2-day workshop in Melbourne. Obviously you're in Melbourne as well. Really get a taste for what we're about. It's going to add a massive arsenal, a massive tool belt of tools. It's really going to give you that clearing. And it's going to be great. Yeah, there you go. See, me and Chris, great minds think alike. And Lainey, I'd like to honor you as well with you. A thing that it was fantastic was that Tyler Tolman video that you put up about morning routine. And I know this was a little bit different, but what the routine is, and I obviously, I obviously just go over everything and in my mind, and I love to take it in. But what I want to tell you about that, with everything that we do and this understanding and that routine that Tyler Tolman talked about, it was people that were feeling fantastic about having that when you get up in the morning and you get up before everyone else is getting up, because when other people get up, it's like a battery that starts to zap the magic out of the universe. Yeah, believe it or not. And when you get up, you should always drink a liter of water the first thing in the morning. There's a reason why I'm telling you all this, and this is alkaline water, to rehydrate yourself, because people get up tired because they're dehydrated. Yeah? And then what happens is when you're meditating and you're focusing, you're putting your coordinates in the GPS, because I'll give you a quick story quickly. I know this is a little bit off track, that 2 days ago that me and, it was quite funny that, Matthew, I was putting coordinates in my computer in my car, and what the coordinates was on a house instead it was supposed to be Swanson Street. So it was Swanson Street 701 house in Templestowe. So what happened was that was completely off my coordinates, and this is how people start their day. So instead of taking from I was in St Kilda Road, Swanson Street, Carlton, which is probably 10 minutes, I've gone on the Eastern all the way through bloody Doncaster, all the way through there, and I've gone to Swanson Street in Doncaster. So I wasted time, I wasted effort, I wasted petrol, and I wasted, But the good thing about it, I was talking to Matty G on the car. So what I want to tell you about, people, if you do not program your morning and have the right coordinates, you can feel like you're going the right way, but you can be way off track. You can burn yourself out. You can be unaligned. Maybe you can get a second chance to go where you're going, but not getting up in the morning, rehydrating your body, getting your body moving, exercising, push-ups, doing something, clearing that stale energy. Because what happens when we're asleep, we are prone to dark energy, whatever our dreams are, and what happens through that sleep, it can be a comfortable sleep, but we become blocked, yeah? So waking up in the morning, it's very important to rehydrate your body with good thoughts, put in the right coordinates, know where you're going, know how you're going to get there, feel great, plan out your day, and then magic happens, people, that instead of you functioning at 20%, you're going to be at 80%. There's going to be challenges throughout the day, but you're going to be better equipped for them. Okay, so it is vital that you do this. So through the retreats and at the workshops, you're going to learn how to do that. You feel accomplished. Yes, exactly, Teresa, definitely. Is that how you say it, Teresa? It is Teresa, Teresa Anastasia. And you remind me so much of Eleni. It's scary. So it's with the process of what everyone's understanding about this, and the reason why I'm teaching you about this, that when you're knowing that you can start to focus on and just, okay, this is where I'm going wrong, and start programming the solution, and even better for the next. That's it. Start programming for the solution. What's everyone saying? Yes, oh my God, if I don't do my morning rituals, I have a shit day. Yes, and she's my sis. She's a twins, definitely. So I love your tattoo, by the way. That I always wanted to get that. Or that this is a little bit off track. But you've got that that tattoo of the wing. But I end up getting them across my chest. But I absolutely love that. It looks really cool. So, God, I'm distracted. Eleni, you just distracted me. Blame. I'll bear cause, and I'll take that on the chin. So, people, firstly, understand that when you're going to be moving forward and when you're going to be connecting with what happiness is, you can connect with, okay, this is where I'm going wrong, and then you find a solution. What the secret is connecting and reconditioning with the solution, and keep going over the solution until you experience change. And then you don't stop. You keep going over, and then you keep moving forward, so you get the solution and you feel fantastic, yeah? Then, what you need to understand is be very careful of the words you use, the language. Then you can't control other people, but you can control your behavior and how it affects you. That is a gift. Do you agree? And this is something that I'm still getting used to, because I'm so emotionally attached to people, and people are acting so outrageous, and I'm like, how can you do that after everything that we've done for you? But that's just other people. You need to disassociate it, handle it. What is the solution, and move on. Get selfish and focusing on how you can bring that focus on people, give your time to people that deserve it. Now, understanding and what does success mean to you? When I want you to connect with, every time you have sex, I want you to feel successful. So I want you to anchor every time you're having great sex with your partner or whoever you choose to, that, make sure it's good sex, that you're anchoring to, I feel successful straight after that. Yeah, even scream it out. It's probably freak the person out, but it's actually something that I've been taught. So every time that you're having that amazing sex and knowing that you're going into that interaction to be successful, to please that other person, to please yourself, that is another way. And my mum's on here. It's a little bit embarrassing, but that's all right. You're all good. And you understand that that is the same ceremony that you need to understand when you're being successful. And what Zia said, you don't just have sex with anyone. You don't want to have success with anyone. So you don't want to be having sex just for the hell out of it. And you don't want to be living life just for the hell out of it, yeah? So I'm going to yell it out now. Thank you, Eleni. And, I want to get that into my head. So you want to be understanding with this, people. Success equals X. What does it mean to you? And you don't want to relate to that on this live stream. You want to relate to everything. So I'm going to let you know what success means to me, and you can use it as a guide in all my life areas. So in my health, what success means to me is understanding, looking in the mirror, liking the way I look, have the energy, representing health, and influencing people by the way I look and the way I hold myself, yeah? I want to have energy, I want to be fit, and whatever that is to me, that's just fine. I want to be a walking, breathing specimen and example of health and fitness, and I want to have energy so I achieve my goals. Through success for me, what it means for my wealth, which is freedom, time, freedom, time, choice, power, and growth. So by having freedom to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, and to be able to be in control of my own life, to have time is everywhere, to have more time for me to be a better me, so we can be a better we, for my growth, to be able to have that abundance, to grow, to be able to experience, and that not to be restricted. And at the same time, when you're creating wealth, you have power to have more choices and to be able to have more decisions as well. Yeah, and obviously choice. For my contribution, success for me is my contribution is impacting the lives of tens of thousands of million people. If I can do that every day, which that is my goal, then that's what I need to look at. I need to find something, a dictaphone for my message and a magnifying glass for my vision. And that's my purpose. That's my calling. And I want to be able to impact, like I did today, hundreds or even thousands of people's lives in a way that they can say, you know what? Fuck, I just want you to feel better. I want you to have hope, and I want you to go out and action what you're learning to be the best version of you. My success in legacy and family, that my legacy is my biggest goal for that. I can't wait to have a family. I can't wait to have a little mini me and a little mini she. And, and that's my biggest thing. My legacy, you guys are creating right now. So thank you that we're creating this empire of beautiful souls and light workers. For my relationship, what success means to me is me being the best version of me, being the most complete for me, masculine male that I can be, that empowers my beautiful feminine queen, and at the same time, me being the best son for my family, me being the best brother for my sister, me being the best uncle for my nieces and nephews, and whatever relationship I'm having with anyone, that I'm being the best relationship in love and honest integrity to me. In my passion and enjoyment, success means to me health, wealth. That's exactly right. Success is waking up to my ideal day every single day. Exactly. If money wasn't a thing, what is your ideal day? I love it. Is that we've learned that at the same place, I think, Chris. So passion and enjoyment, success means to me when I am following my passion, and what I'm doing right now, this is my passion and this is my enjoyment, is teaching, empowering, and leading people to a better existence. This is something that I truly enjoy. That's why I've taken time out of it. I actually was going to go to the gym. I took pre-workout, and and that's probably why I'm all nice and hot and flustered, and I'm not shutting up because I took too much pre-workout. But there you go. It all works out. So having that in perspective as well and giving you an understanding of that, stepping into my spiritual power is me understanding, having a knowing, being that spiritual being. That is success to me. Yeah, growing, finding myself, knowing that there's a higher power out there, knowing that I'm actually a higher power, that is success to me. And every day, this is a big thing that I learned this morning, that I stop working on me, so then that affects we. So why I'm saying this is that's what I put up in our group, that the more you can water the mind, that you can feed the soul. So the more I read, the more I learn that I can share out, and that can actually nourish my soul. And it's very, very powerful and a very big awakening. Okay, so people, I want to thank you very much for your time. I want to thank you for your concentration and your contribution today. And I'm very proud where we're going. I'm getting excited because the collective vibration is starting to really peak. We all can feel it. Thank you all the new people that have come into the environment, looking very, very, and for the people that want to know more about the retreats and the 2-day workshop, if you're in Melbourne, I know Samara, we're going to be catching up Wednesday. Teresa and anyone else that wants to catch up about it. Ty, if you want to talk in person about the retreats, the ongoing, the workshops, I'm willing to catch up face to face with people, give my time so you can really get an understanding about me and about what we're doing, because over the phone and the rest of it, it's not really connective in a way. So if you've got anyone, especially, Helene, I know you've got a lot of people there, let's organize some catch-ups with the people. We can have a coffee, really start putting a plan together of taking their existence to the next level. Everything that I appreciate that you're putting in, guys, I truly do. I know it's hard to explain. If I was there, I'd give everyone a big hug. Eleni goes, thank you very much again. Love the energy, everyone interacting, beautiful exchange. Yes, and this is what we're talking about. Everyone can feel it. Thank you for your time again, everyone. Thank you for your love, and thank you just for being you. Yeah, because you know how great you're feeling, you being who you are. Thank you, Fida, my sister. Always the support, always the love. And as I always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now. You can be in Melbourne, you can be in Greece, you can be in Perth, you can be in Melbourne, I've already said Melbourne. You can be anywhere in the world right now. You can be in America, but you are here with me, Lee, your spiritual brother, your warrior of light, and I'm the messenger of strength and the truth, always here to help you be in the best version of you. Having a beautiful day. Take care.